Hello everyone, this is JLA Gray, and today I'm going to be taking you through Sakred Part 2. This part I'll be taking you through all the underground sections. The first underground section is the watchtower, so let's go ahead and get started. This underground section will be, I'm going to be taking you through two separate underground sections. One of them belongs to the mansion. This one belongs to the watchtower. The watchtower would be shorter of the two. So when you first enter, you'll have the iron. You're forced to go in here. Once you go in here, you pull this lever, and you get access to the underground base. This is where the general will work. This is his office. If the general's in trouble, he can call out for his guards, and his guards can come through here. I try to put thought into it. So you walk through here, and I try something different with the walls. I try to make it where it slowly becomes cobblestone, except instead of it just being a hard cut. Still haven't really mastered that yet. I still think there's some work that could be done. Bathroom, of course, in case you need to use the bathroom. So right here, you go around this, where most of their storage is. This is where all the kitchen stuff is. Here is this kitchen. Here's where more storage is and where they can make the food. You got a fireplace in the middle to cook stuff on if you want, and the trapdoors are there to keep the people safe, so you don't just run into fire. You pull down the trapdoors when you want to use it, so it's kind of nifty. Let's see. This is where you have access to iron doors. You can go to the surface. So I like to design iron doors to kind of control the, and then you can to unlock more way. The general will sleep at. Use this kind of for wood, and it's just possible. By the time I get to future areas and dates, use more stuff. The general has his own private shower room, bathroom, and he has various he has some money, books and quills. Since Sakred doesn't have, if any of the citizens have any concerns, they'll talk to. Sakred's kind of a town. 22, so 22 beds, so 32, 34 for 35 guards. And this is where all their weapon storage is in the back. On hand, food storage, and and they got bathrooms on the side. Rooms don't like blue tour that feeling the ground can create due to. I think I could that will happen because so you got forward left. We're gonna go left first, and to this room. Yep. So it's very lit up all over the place. Kind of give this, and that's something they can do. They got jukeboxes for that as well. Then they got some chests for books. You got a library. You got bath. I like this whole library aesthetic of the land. It reminds me of of any specific examples, but I kind of like that aesthetic. Of course, they have a pool. It's a decently sized pool, I would have to say. That all still stone, but like everything is made out of wood and it's lighting than the other stuff is. Discs are in here. There's sort of thing. So we're gonna go over here now. This is a big intersection hallway that's kind of like a hub. Those rack in the back. And they got a lot of arrows for. This is all their practice. Let's see what else. Wooden swords to practice fighting with. So like practice. We're actually almost done with this ground section already. Go over here. This is where they do their waste disposal. So, and right areas where they you can get your drinking water, but really secret. The water's coming from. It's going down that way, and you can vent. If I was actually be first part, if you do this, if you take here, actually get it all without losing any life. But you gotta be quick about it. All you get. You can do it without or weapons, or if they evacuate and lock it up. If they feel safe, and again, if you go here, they have without having to use an enchantment all your lives. This is partly to emergency storage room, but also make it pretty simple. This is where the water goes. It gets recycled and it gets recycled. This is their escape route. This is how they would escape. Go through here, and boom. So, okay. So here is the next part. So, okay, I'm going this way, and here's the last secret passage area, underground area, and here we go. So you go into the storage building. Some of it's going to be for the people living underneath, and some of it's going to be for the horses. Go right here. You're confronted with iron doors, so you can't go through any of them. So the first thing that happens is, oh, I can't go through these iron doors. There's gotta be somewhere else to go. So you got two choices. You can go down a ladder or go through this door right here. We're gonna do this one last. Scientist area, or should I do that? Go ahead and do that. No, I should do this. This is gonna be second to last. And you'll see why in a minute. So we're gonna go down this ladder, and we're gonna go really underground. This is like the furthest I could build it underground. The underground is separated into two sections. There's a prisoner area and the scientist area, so we're going into the prison area. So once you enter, the door will be unlocked. If you're a prisoner, you have to drop off your belongings and wait in line until you're called. And they can call you from there, or they could signal the guards and be like, okay, you're next, or whatever it is. You go through this door. The prison area will heavily have iron doors to prevent escape. So if you're worried about prisoner escaping, lock this door. They can't get out this way. But even then, they have a really long ladder to get up. I'm gonna go to the left side first, though, or I'm gonna go up here first. So if you're a prisoner or a guard, or a new guard here. Go around here. Store right here. And boom, you're here. You're at the admissions area. So you can you're either going to be, or if you're joining here voluntarily, you're becoming a guard. Or look here, and you got bathrooms on both sides. Cases everywhere. And you can overlook the prisoners coming in right here. And they can just wait there in the waiting. Because I'm going to take you through all that area later. Right now, I'm going to open up this door for the guards area. So the guards area is on the left, the prisoners area enters on the right. They got a kitchen for cooking, of course, and let's see. If we getting into the kitchen, it's the mess hall. I'll show you that in a second. Here we go. Here is another way of getting back, so you can control the flow of traffic. You can go from either side. If that one's locked, you can unlock this one. Trapped. Here is the mess hall. The mess hall has there's a lot of guards here, so the mess hall has to be pretty big. As you can see, it's pretty big, it's pretty spacious, and it's a good size, I would have to say. They also have easy access to the bathrooms. We're actually elevated a little bit, and that's because I didn't actually have enough room for the bottom building level. I needed a bedrock, and I realized there wasn't going to be any bedrocks. If you just broke it, you just fall through the earth. So that's the whole reason why the bathroom's like this. It'll go back to normal once you're at like a higher elevation. And then these are just other ways of getting to the mess hall. And if you cut through here, here's some storage. If you go up here, this is a water down. The whole place would be flooded, and this is an easy way for them to transport water and food and everything they need from the scientist area to the prison area. Right there. And of course they have a drain. They have several drains in here or there are only 2 drains, so water can escape. The door will close once the water starts filling up and open again once the water doesn't. Later on. It's the office. And this is where the warden will work, and he can talk to various people. They have a bunch of wait for guards. This same reason. Although a little bit for the bathroom. You got some entertainment to keep them busy. You got a secret passage here that you can't access. And then you got a little records room where they keep all the prisoner files. So that's pretty much it. If the prisoner's bad, they'll come to the warden, or if they're really good, they might come to the warden and be promoted to like a better cell. There's 3 different levels of a cell, and you'll see that once we get to the prison area. And if they're at the top cell, they'll act in the top. Really, I'm gonna go ahead and open up this door in a minute. This switch for will turn on the lights guards area. So this is where all the guards, this is where all the standard guards will sleep. Guard or just stay in here. You got your own bed, and that's pretty much it. Then go here. Here is the storage room for more food and also a way for their weapons. Here's a training room where they can train. This is the only training room I've made so far that doesn't have the reason why that's for the is because you're so far and you don't want to accidentally shoot your aim for the prisoner. So instead they use melee weapons only for this reason. Storage for all the practice weapons, and they're all just going to be filled with wooden swords, which made it easy to store. And here is their room. So this is where they can do painting, their artwork. There's several fun rooms in the underground. It's because each section has people living in it. The underground's really big, but it has like different areas to it. So every area to do. Thing you could do. Okay, once you're up here is the basketball. Ender. Oh, I guess he's yet. Over here. Oh, there we go. All these will be played with ender, basically hoop, like this. This is mostly just due to limitations of Minecraft. You can't really do a ball. It's cool. I mean, it kind of does work like basketball. To go. They also got some bleachers to watch their friends. The bleachers aren't very big, but sections. You got the same thing. Nothing like too crazy about it. And then it's like a library. Book. This area. So all these to the bedroom. If you go above this, this is their bathroom. This is where they could take showers and, you know, go to the collecting right here, and a bunch of storage. Wrong way. Going right here, you'll get another storage room. This one's actually a storage room for the prisoners. So you got all this for the prisoners. And then you got a kitchen on the side to make it all for them. So here's another kitchen. There's you can food. And yeah, that's this underground area. Here is a cell I want to show you last. Actually, I can go ahead and show you. So here is like if you have a net, and this is where you will walk. And also, and I'm going to show you all this in the. We're going to go. All this. I'm zooming through all of it. It's the same thing over and over. Let's get out of here. Let's go to the prisoner area. For the prisoners. Oh, there's a chamber in there. It's pretty ominous look. Go right here. First I want to show you this side. So here, little spectator zone. This is where they'll watch executions. This is where they do lava collecting for the executions, and this lever right here will execute. To avoid the player, I'm not gonna kill you and you can't respawn. I did add pressure plate in here right there. Is it going down? I guess not. Hold on, let me try that again. There we go. So you can see the pressure plate right there. Once the lava clears, the dispenser right there. That's filled with lava. You'll cause the lava to pour to the bottom. And right here is the system. This is like a system of lava being carried around. And as you can see, houses the executioner chamber. And this is where you collect the lava right here. You can collect it right there. And the prisoners will have guided right here. You wouldn't go back up the ladder, you actually go this way back to the missions, and they'll take you to the surface. There's actually another way of getting there. So prison cells are three dark. It's just this dark environment. This is like the isolation, being like a really bad prisoner. You're not following the prison rules. You'd be put here. The executioner chamber is only used for last resort. So if you keep on escaping from here and you won't stop, that's when it's last resort. You go here, and if you're on good behavior, you'll go back to the normal cells. And there's several of these. They go all the way back. They're all 3x3. These were extremely easy to make because of this. It's all really cool stuff. Let's go ahead and go this way. Okay, so right here is another set of doors. This is where the prisoners will be. So these doors may be can be open and closed, but if the guards can close these doors, and they'll open these doors, so you can have like a couple guards on duty. So these doors will close. The guards will let the prisoners out with these doors, and they can go out and take care of themselves. They can go out, take a shower right here in the middle room right here, or they can go to the bathroom right here. And this will also connect to the hallway. And this leads to the mess hall where they can eat food. Will just be served here. And then they got their own recreational area where they can punch each other. They could practice punching those dummies, or they could sit and watch in the bleachers. The bleachers this time are 3 stories, or three levels. They got their own area where they could sit and talk. They got a library, and that's pretty much it. That's what they have. So you can think of this as like the prison yard or whatever, except for you're deep underground. They don't have the best tables, but they're prisoners, so that's why. It's kind of just what they needed in that area. Right here is the normal cells. So if you go right here, this is what the normal cells will look like. So they'll unlock that door, and it'll unlock this door. And the other doors will be locked. Escape. And all these cells will look the same, so I'm just gonna go to one. There's like 300 or 400 cells right here. It's like this whole area. I'll just all these rows. This is how many cells there are. These are just the normal cells. This is what it looks like. You got a toilet, a bed, and a little area to light it up, and that's it. So it is a little bit more. It's 5 by 5, and you have a little bit more. You got a place to actually sleep, and you got a toilet. So this is just the standard cell you'll get at the beginning of going to prison. So this is just like you're being either you're just starting out here, or you're just an average prisoner. Like you're not doing anything exceptional, but you're not being bad either. All these toilets cells will have a lever to get out of. I want to show you that in a minute. So I'm going to close that. There's all these cells, like I said. Let's get out of this area. Back this cell area. Taken to this room, so it's like a little garden room. A good prisoner. You get this instead of having a stone. You got these. So this is kind of like a reward kind of room. And of course, you got a bathroom right there. So, I want to show you guys how to get the food away right here. So that okay, you lock these will actually get the food in here, and they'll just set the food all over the table. So it's like first come first serve. Let's put the food down. Then that's when the prisoners will be, and they'll do it before these prisoners would be let out too, but they actually have their own private supply of food, so they whenever. So this is the good for being above average. So let's not do that one. All those cells there are 25 of these cells. They got their own food storage here on the sides. And if you go, let's go into one like this cell. They got the bed of sorts. They also got a desk area. They needed to. Keep themselves busy. Right here. Escape route that the prisoners can work. All of these. Let's go. Okay. It's gonna take me a minute. This whole escape route thing is actually due to the fact I didn't want the player to feel trapped, so I technically gave them a way out, but I didn't want to make the way easy. Of course, if you're in a closer cell like this, it won't matter. This is the cell I opened earlier. As you can see, we're trapped here, so you would have to use the toilet to get out. And you can go in that way because I already had it open. But I've also worked it into the world where if you're able to all this stuff, you deserve to be free, basically, is what the census is. And you'll see why in a minute when we get to the final part of the prison. So here we are. You see all that water right there? We're underneath the special cell. The 9x9. So it's 3x3 for the bad ones, 5x5 for the standard ones, 7x7 for the good ones, the 9x9 for the specialty one. This one has an added bookshelf where they can read books. So I've always added one thing each time. I got the toilet unlocked, and you go through here. Before you go through and try to escape, make sure you set a respawn point. Reason being is because you'll have to start back at your cell if your cell's the spawn point. And depending on what your cell is, that could take you a while to get back to trying again. Trying again at the escaping. So this is their escape route. You're going to face many challenges. The first thing you do is you go down this little waterfall right here. And you go right here into this big water room. You gotta pick a pipe. You gotta try to figure out which one it is. And you gotta do it before you drown. So really make sure you go into that room, because if you're in like the good prison cell area, it's gonna take you a long time to get back to spawn point, when you could have just gone the spawn point, that side room right there, rest a little bit before you try to escape, and then you can spawn back to that side room instead of all the way back. It's not a big deal if you spawn back in a cell, but the other cells, it could take you a while. So I really tried to account for that. So you go through this little maze here. Okay. So let's go ahead and go through this maze. I really like doing these kind of like pipeline kind of things where you have to crawl through it. It's kind of cool. Okay. Let's see if this is it. Okay, so I'm not gonna bother playing the parts on survival, but we just went in a loop there. But if you play on survival, it'll actually be really hard to do. I'm doing it for video purposes. That I won't be doing this on survival. Instead, I'll just be going on creative. That way I don't keep on just dying. Okay, here we go. We made it to the third challenge, which it says jump on top of these. And oh, see, I would have just died right there. There's actually plenty of chests down here, and you could find fire resistant potions, but you gotta have fire resistant potions to begin with. Secret stuff if you want to look at it. Yeah, it's hard. I should go in third person. I have an easier time doing it in third person. Die, you will start back in that side room if you set the spawn point there. If you can make it past, though, have like a save point. So I realized the lava area was really hard. So I decided to, if you want to get past the lava room part, to allow the player to have a spawn point. That way they don't have to do it again. This part's really hard. Let's see if I do it. Nope, I didn't do it. See how hard this is? Like some of these jumps I made where it was just barely possible. Oh my goodness. Why can't I get it? I don't know why I can't get it. Okay. Kind of. See? Was there. You know, I was like, if I'm being quite honest. And there's also going to be some hidden treasure throughout the world. There's going to be 4 pieces of enchanted gear that correspond to the 4 elements. So this one's right here somewhere. can get. Don't know where I'm at. Open. There we go. So this is the fire armor you can get. It's red leather armor, and you got a gold sword to go with it, and you got a bunch of fire resistant potions as well. Okay, so let's go here, and this is where you can set your spawn point. Side rooms right here. You get a bed. Sit down, rest. Before we go to the final part. The final part is a spike pit. The spikes have made sure you can actually go up it. That way you don't get stuck here. So you can, if you don't die from the spikes, you can just go up, jump back, and start again. So here's a little obstacle. Let's try that again. Let's say the lava one's a lot harder. There we go. Ladders actually do make it a little bit easier, because it was nearly impossible to make it without it. You could do it, but it'd be really hard. You try it if you like. And the leaves really make it more of a challenge than anything. Okay, so you're right here. Oh, because the leaves only give you like a split second. I think you gotta use the leaf for this part. And sometimes this will knock you off, like it almost did for me. Okay, so let's try this again. There we go. Oh, see how hard this is? It's still pretty hard, actually. Oh, hold on. Let me just get this right. Nope, almost had it. There we go. Once you make it past here, you're going to go down this ladder right here. You're going to the final challenge, which is actually pretty easy, so I didn't add another save point. Or it was easy for me. Void. I just jumped. You can take it slow and just make sure you don't do anything. Climb up this. That's if you get escape. Final part of this is you go through the prison area first. You won't have any idea where you're at, but all you need to know is there's a secret library back there. It's just for decoration. But if you happen to just get curious, get stuck down here, there is a way to get out. Again, it's a safe way to get damage. Would jump here, I believe, if I can do it. On here, I don't have too far of a distance. Isn't even sprinting, so okay. So there's some book shelves here that the books be stored in a chest, so it's kind of like you're picking out a book from the bookshelf. But one of the would be it's right there. Secret Passageway, which is over here, I think. Or did I close it? I closed it, I guess. Just open it. Okay, there we go. Open a secret passageway. Go up here. This is the escape route. Get into this room where water's leaking in. If you go into the side room right here, you can get some special armor. It's the water armor that allows you to breathe for a very long breathing potions, and a special fishing rod. Then here, and lake. Where are we? We're in Stratton Toe. Look at that. We're back here. Technicality, the bookshelf will be closed by default, so you won't be able to get through Sakred that way. But with you can go down here, right at the start of the game. I think so. If you know where you're going, I don't think there would be any reason that you'd you're really looking. So let's go ahead and skip past Stratton Toe right here. Let's go back to Sakred. So that was exciting. There's actually a lot of different ways of getting around, and I really enjoyed making it where each of getting around. Just originally the plan was just to have that be the only way in and out, but a secret ways of getting in. There's actually other secret passages that can lead to others. So all that. So let's go back here. I'm gonna go back to the underground section again, or the first be last. So area scientists live. I've noticed that the cobblestone it's a lot different. It doesn't have this cracked stone feeling like you're way underground, but still feels enough like you're underground. I want storage. They got plenty of food storage here, and even more down here. So they're not gonna run out of food anytime soon. Plenty down here, but even if they are starting to run low, they can just go back up to the surface like right here and get the food from there. But that's not as much of a need because of the way the scientists have their structure here. But it's like a safety net to have this food storage above. So you got, like I said, all this down here is another. So you got storage room running underneath the dining table. So here's a dining table where a lot of the scientists will dine out. I actually didn't have enough dining space in the mess hall, so I had to put it out. Looking right here through the glass, you can see the storage for the experiments right there, and there's 3 different testing areas. So these will be like showcasing the experiments, the findings. So if you're having a breakthrough, the higher ups can come through this door, or the lower scientists, and they can watch the tests through the glass right here. Show you all that in a minute. Right here is a water collecting area and such. So if you're right here, the water will collect. Turn, water stops collecting. So this is where the water will come from. Various side, various barrels for storage of waste or whatever, and this is where they dispose of their waste. The idea was to over here is where they collect their water through drips. I have a glass on me. This is where no I don't. Okay. This is where the water gets collected from. Glass, so I can break it. Right here, this is where the water collection happens. So the science perspective. Obviously, the doors would be locked, so nobody can enter. And then when they're done, the doors will be opened again. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. I'm just going to go to the waste disposal area and get rid of it. So I'm going to go like right here. Throw it in there. Boom. Now I'm going to go through here. I'm going to show you their living area. This is their bedroom. There's 104 beds for 104 standard scientists. So this is where they live. This is where the mess hall is. Again, I don't think I had enough chairs, so I added another table. So there definitely should be enough now. The shower room, because I didn't have enough room for the... I had a really big room, and I didn't really need all that space, as it turned out. So I had a kitchen over here, and then... So sort of kind of like both. So you got a bathroom in the back and use it. But you also got a shower room right here. having all these rooms connect. If you can see each room, which is how I like to design things. Here's their rec. You got some bells they can ring just for musical properties. I actually got the idea from this from Morrowind actually, where some of the dungeons had like bells for looks like musical purposes. So I use it for that. Got some lounge chairs, some music discs where you can listen to some music, and you got a swimming pool. It's a pretty deep one too. I think it's deeper than the watchtowers. Then you got a little tiny library back here for entertainment. This also leads back to the mess hall. So all these rooms kind of connect. You got a little side hallway right here that goes all the way to the side. And this is where the bedrooms are. So that's where they live. And kind of wash themselves, take care of themselves, all that sort of thing. So it's mostly just like every room's like a logical, like, what do they need in this room? So and that's how I like to design things. So it really takes away the filler rooms. So there's not a room for no reason. I've always like have a story behind a room, what the room is being used for. Like this room has little storage rooms for the chemicals bottles like you would have for a chemistry lab. And this is kind of what it is. It's a chemistry lab. It's you can imagine these being bottles, and this kind of being the brewing stand is kind of like a Bunsen burner. You can imagine it, or some other kind of utensil. And I actually had to raise the level because you could barely you could still barely see it from the glass, but I needed to make sure that they could see the table and the experiments from above. So you got 3 of these demonstrations, so you can have 3 different experiments being demonstrated at the same time. This right here is a farm room. It's also the experimenting room, so they're experimenting with the farmland. So they got 3 different farms, both different amounts of light. One gets no light, one gets all light, and one's supposed to get some light. They have a bathroom in the back right here, and they got all these are going to be farming tools. Up here you can control the lights. So farm 1, turning on, might be too far away. At farm 1, farm 2, farm back. You can see it. Lights light up. And of course the bathroom wraps around here, so you can actually go through the bathroom like this. That's kind of neat, I guess. Room for all of this and some more food storage. So all these seats would be here because the farming tools already have there. Also lead back to the testing room, so there's just another way of getting around. So you can really create this world, which is what I'm trying to show you that room in a minute, but first we're going to go down here. So the idea was to have 8 different areas for the scientists. So there's 104 of chairs. So 13 work on the farm right here. 13 will work in the science lab right here. There's plenty of room for them. They got a microscope, a laser cutter, and 4 tables, and some storage in the back, and a bathroom on the side. So I think would be plenty. Actually, it might be too much because if you had a group of 4 working on it, it's 4, 8, 12, and then 1 by himself, I guess. If you consider there's 1 there, so there's 11 to split between these 4 tables. It's actually not that bad. About 3 per table. And then here is this is a tree room. So you got a little side break area right here. This break area is enough for 52 of the 104. So the 52 workers working on this side of the place will have their own break area. They got their own trees. So this tree area is, of course, for all the trees. This one has very similar tests. They're testing the darkness to see if they can grow trees without light. This is their storage for the trees to grow more of them. Because they could chop these trees down for wood and sell it and make building materials out of it. And they'll probably send it to the north because the northern area of Korra is the one building is making all the buildings right now. They're very industrialized. So this one is lit up trees all the time, as you can see by the torches. Again, the break areas on the side, and there's actually a bathroom on the side too. So you got plenty of you got plenty of stuff there. And then here's the final tree area. So you got dirt paths to walk around. A light switch. This one they control the light switch. There is 3 different experimental areas. So there's one without lights, one with lights, and one. And there's 4 tree types. So there is 12 different plots of land right here, if you're not counting the storage areas. There's like oak, spruce, and all that stuff. I really like that. I really do. It's a really big room. It's a really tall room because I needed to be tall enough for the... Oops. So that 13 work there. And then here's the final one. This is the desk area. It has 104 desks for 104 people. There will be bathrooms on the side like this. They'll have a stall on each side as such. And they'll be spread across this whole area. So you go in the middle here. Whichever desk is yours, you go to the desk. Go here. Write down your scientific papers or whatever. Write your findings. And this goes... You could go right here. There's 104 of them. I really like the way it looks, though. It looks really cool. But it's supposed to be like the samey kind of feeling where like you're in a big office and everybody's desks are designed the same way and are organized the same way. Same idea here. You're just going and going. So I'm just going to zoom past all this because it is really long. And then you got a research area in the back here. Of course, you got a light switch right here. And you got... This is where the secret passage is. For the prisoners. So this all connects. This is the research lab. And you got the secret passage right here. So it kind of loops... We kind of loop back around there. So this is what this was all along. Go in here. It is a really long walkway, though. I would recommend if it escapes through the secret passage because it goes. Again, that desk room there would be 13 working at all in there, unless they're doing odd jobs. Here is this area. So this area is there. I believe there should be 52. There's 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 52. Yep. So chairs. This is the like break room for the other side of the scientists. And of course, got their own bathroom in the back. I decided to add a blue and white concrete to kind of give it like this hospital kind of feeling. And really does stand out. They do have a little cooking area if they need to make some food on the spot, but not really used for that. You can't go through this door yet, so you gotta go through the other door. There's really no reason to keep that door there. It's actually more for cinematic reasons. I really like having the player go through this door and seeing this big leg right here. But after you see this, you can just go walk over here, open these up, and now you have another way of getting around. Path through the hallway there. So you go. I got a boat on this side. Right here is it? Maybe. Nope. So here along. So I'm actually gonna take you through this section right here. So you got little docks. You basically paddle across. Most of this won't be lit up, but the docks will. So you can. It should be easy to. So you got a dock on one side. 13 scientists work. Go through here, and this is their work area. So they got their own like little research area in the back right here. They got some food storage on hand for whatever. Oh, this is where they clone people. This is the people. So this is where they were working with right now, is experimenting on clones. Increase the population by artificial means. And you got 4 levels of this. Alright. You got a bathroom right. This is where the bathroom is. And this is where they write their findings. Because it is a long way back. You can just write. And when they're done for the day, they can go out here, roll their boat back. Some of the boats are actually here, and some of them are back in the docks. That's actually for performance reasons. Because the game slowed down too much when I had all the boats on the same dock. So I had like half a hit between them. So they're between all these docks now. This one's kind of the same thing. You got a research area in the back. And then you got a bathroom right there. This time, they have food storage for animals, and they're cloning animals. This is how they're able to feed their people. And this was allow Cora to grow so for anybody. And make money off of it. So the stables, at some point, will have to buy a horse to keep their stable population, unless they're breeding their own horses. But they need a pretty large stable for that, so they can buy it from the mansion. They got various other things too. They got what is this? Cows, of course. They got sheep. I created this really light kind of room, so it really it looks like an experiment. What is this? This is where they spawn. That's where they breed their or clone the goats. This is where the beef for the rich. Cats for pets. So they eventually make their own pets here. I think there's wolf right here. Yep. So their studying is different, but the layout's just before, and this is where they write down their research. Okay, so that was that place. There's 2 more places to go to. Where am I going? Is this the right way? This way. Park down. So it's kind of like you're descending into like an underwater base. It's kind of like imagine like going into a movie. This is kind of what that would be, another sea base, but it'd be on a much larger scale. So this is where their food is. This is where their waste area is. They get rid of their a little bit of kitchen is where their dining table is. The great thing about this is that the sea base actually only has 13 people, so I didn't have to easy amount of tape. Only if they can't to the because this activity that could take days of studies. This is the bathroom and bathtubs for the same turn. You on the showers. The water actually is from the lake itself. I'll show you here. It was tricky getting the redstone to work because of the water kept destroying it, but the water, it basically, when it's off, these would be pushed up, and when it's on, these get pushed down, or get let down. And this allows for the, oh, it's actually being done from below, and this allows for the water to come in. All the redstone's below the piston and the block and everything that's being pushed up. Hold on. It's kind of just compartmentalize these areas right here. So the water can't touch it. Just lift it back up. And they all close. Obviously the bathroom needed privacy, so obviously I had to enclose it all with like this stone kind of block. There could be privacy. Here's their more food room for food. This right here is them experimenting with transportation. Growing, so that there's a need for transportation to get better. So scientists were working on a ways of better transportation experiment. They're seeing how slippery, so trying to make and how fast it could go. So as you can tell, the trial runs right here, they can go really fast on ice. The downside is, however, it's very slippery because it's ice. So they were wondering if they could create ice in a way to make it safe, but nothing they did was working. It's a fail, and it's being scrapped right now. And they have their own transportation system working out. This is where you can sleep. Their bunk beds. So this room can actually turn into something else, and I'll leave that up to your imagination as to what that would be. This is where they can grow their own crops. It's not a very big farmland, but this is where they grow it. So they get water from the lake, then they recycle the water through the little tunnel right there. That's to not flood the place. This is the final part. This is where they go to get their scuba diving gear right here, and this is where the fish are. The fish will be spawned here, so they actually clone the fish too, and they give it to, and they bring it to Stranto's Lake, where the fishing population is. There will be a scuba diving suit, like I said. It'll probably be like black leather or something, and I'll have like water breathing be the only thing. This lever will actually spawn in the fish, and this is where they can look at, research this fish or whatever. I'll show you. Boom, there's more fish, I think. Yeah, there's way more. Here's the corals for the fish to hide in or whatever. This is like nice plants they can have. That sort of thing. Some pillars for the right here for the study area stuff. All the redstone's being done through a wall. Like I said, I cleared out all the water right beside it, and all the redstone's being done there. And it's connecting to the dispenser, so that one wasn't hard to do. It's just time consuming to get rid of all the water there. That was underwater based. We're almost done with the scientist area. At least the standard scientist area. This is why I had to split the video up into two parts though. Is just look how massive this underground area is. There's so much to talk about. This is the final testing area. This is the final experimental area, and for the lower section, lower scientist. This is where they test electricity and transportation. So you walk through here. They're testing different methods, like the tripwire method, right here. And this is they're testing how fast these will go. So this is without power. This is how fast they go without power. Very slow, as you can tell. But this is all to set up like their a newfound transportation. They dropped the ice idea, and this is where they went with. It's this little minecart system. They got some snack food right here in case they're hungry, and they got the bathrooms on the side here, and on the other side there. Right here, they're testing whether they can make things stop in a safe manner. So you go right here, and it just bounces. So these don't actually stop it, but it's really cool to see like them experimenting with like. So you can imagine this being like a crash test for a car. So that means you can have them crash into things to see how safe it is. It's kind of what they're doing right here. And you got one with redstone blocks right here. And the redstone blocks will actually just stop it like that. Then right here, I gotta make sure I'm doing it the right way, but it's right here. Then the manual one. I gotta catch that lever. There we go. So that's what they're testing down here, and that's all the areas. I decided to use redstone torches just for lighting, to really give it this. They give very little light, but it gives it like this really cool area effect. For the most part, except for the areas where you need it to be light. So let's go ahead and head back. So that was all the areas. I'm going to show you in the scientist area or not, and then I'll walk you through the guards area and warden's area, and after the scientist area, the upper scientist area. Then I'll be done with the undergrounds. I'll be done for this week. So I hope you guys will enjoy this video. Let me get to the dock real quick. Okay. I wasn't enough to accomplish that. So let's just go through here. Go through here. Then we're here. And through here. So we're going back through here. The only problem I have with the structure of the way I build things is that it's really hard to show people how the place looks in a linear fashion because it's so non-linear. So really hard time with videos, making videos like this. This is supposed to be an office for like if the upper scientists are here. This is where they can survey things, make sure everything's going okay. They could talk to scientists in the office, tell them that what they're doing wrong or what the expectations are, or whatever it is. Up here, though, get a nice little park area. So you got a nice little well in the middle, a nice little park benches, and you got a walkway around it. You can go through the trees if you want, but you're really meant to go through the... It's also, it kind of gives this nice feeling to give, it kind of gives you a break from all the grayness. And that's what it's meant to be. I tried to do something different with the diagonal kind of thing with the blocks to make the room not so boxy. I don't know if I succeeded or not, but if you get stuck here, this is what you do. Hear all that redstone working? You go through this well. The well is actually a secret passage. So you go through here. The secret passageway will actually crush you, so if somebody closes it, you can't get stuck here. So the water will actually cut off, and you would get stuck here. So to avoid that happening, have all these blocks close in, so you get crushed. And it'll stop right here when you get into the tube. As soon as you get into the tube, you're safe. And you just follow the pathway out. It's a long pathway. This is the other way to get out of here. If you guys remember last video where I was able to I'm just gonna zoom through all this. I showed you iron doors at the bottom of the lake. This is where it's at. So you go through here, you drop down, and you swim back up, go through this tube right here. Hold on, let's. And you probably will need a breath, so you go up here, and you'll see this nice little waterfall room. Where all that are collecting the water throughout the underground base area. So it's a nice little cavern, and then you go through here. Go through this tube right here. Go up this ladder. And you're at the end right here. So this is where it's at. The reason why I didn't have any iron levers is because you're not going to be able to go anywhere from this. So this is one of the exceptions where I limit your ability to get through. So once you go through this iron doors, you're stuck here. You can't get back in, and you gotta go through the lake right here. When you go to the dock, of course, you have to dock to get out. But that's another secret passage out. So that was all the lower scientist area. So now we're back in Sakred once again. So I gotta get back here in the underground, and I'm going to talk about the upper section. To do that, I'm actually going to have to go through the prison area one more time. Then we'll be done. Well, there's a couple more things. First, your passage that goes to the lower part of the prison, and I'm gonna have to go back up. So let's go ahead and do all this. Let's go. You just go straight. Go. Open up this door. And we're gonna go open up this door. There's bathrooms on the side right here, just in case you need to go. And we're gonna skip all this for right now. I'm gonna go through all this right here, this long hallway. So here we are, bookshelf area, nice place to read and relax with your friends. And this is where the top of the Warden's guards get their own nice, really nice bedrooms. If you're the top of if you're very top, you get these bedrooms right here. These nice with tables to sit, relax with their end table right there, or their coffee table, kitchen area to cook, flower area, switch. So there is limited lighting here, limited light. They do have it. The way I made the lamps work is I just outside all this. Of course, they got their own bathroom in the back. All the bathrooms will have a standard shower, toilet, sink, and bathtub. All 6 of these rooms will have it. So that's the example of a room. There's candles above all the rooms, so I really tried to make it easy. The ceiling's really high, so I wanted to give this area, even though I'm not using a lot of vertical space. I gotta find here. Here's the light switch for the lamps. You got all your normal stuff. I'm just gonna quickly go through all, because they're all. Just gotta find the light switch. You got your kitchen and everything. There we go. Boom. See this room? How this room looks? Design. That they have different ways of organizing the furniture to kind of tailor make it to the person. This kind of gives them their own campfire. I think this is the only one that has a campfire like this. I am really proud of the whole light switch thing. I really like the wall light switch. I do this with the carpet, but the hangout area. That was all 4 on this side, so you go through here. And this is where all their food storage is. So you got all these food storage right here. You can go up these ladders, get some more food storage, go up, and they all This whole side. You're at the top. Is that both these rooms are the same height? This one's the only rooms that actually uses the height for vertical storage. Here is the right-hand man of the. Here's the 5th bedroom. Let's go through. Oops. There's a relax, you know, like a normal desk and all the good stuff, all the stuff you know. The final room, the warden's bedroom. You can tell it is. The only difference is this one actually has a secret passage right here. You go through here. I really like will have this thing where it's very like low ceiling, like this right here. I even added dirt versus the mansion where it was wooden plank floors. I had dirt to create this out with his office, so you can easily come through here if you want. Go. I'm not going the right way. Gotta go through here because it's the only other way around. So that's there's one more secret passage, and there's only 3 ways of getting out of here. The 2 secret ways and the 1 regular way. Here, before we go up here, is where the upper library is. There's another library room. You got a bathroom on the side right here, like another one. There's plenty of them. So here's another library. I don't know how it makes. Here you can go. Just lighting up, getting a really cool shadow on the 2nd floor, and I really like the combinations of glass and everything. It's made it really perfect, and I really like that. So there's another upper guards. Here's a little kitchen area where they can cook stuff. Here's a dance floor. This is where their dance floor is. DJ booth right here. You got note blocks and 4 music players. So they got plenty of room for playing music. You do any pattern you want. I really like. I think the bigger the dance floor, the more room you will have to experiment with the light flickering thing. I know there's a way you could do light flickering already in Minecraft, but the thing is that it always stops on me. So I always have to go back and fix it later, and I don't want to keep on doing that. So I've created a manual system where you can have one person be the DJ and other people can dance, and you can do it any pattern you want. You can even change up the patterns. So it's a lot more usable, I guess. You can see all the lights going crazy right here. I actually think if I used less lights, it would have worked out better. That's the one advantage though of using multiple dance floors is they will all. I was about to stop, as you can see. Here's a little bar area. You can sit down and drink. This also leads back to the library, so you can kind of go in a little loop. Here's the bedroom. So here's what the bedrooms look like. I'm not gonna go through each one actually. I'm just gonna go through some of them. So here's one. You got a bathroom in the back. All the normal stuff. And the bedrooms go all the way around the dance floor right here, like this. Let's go into this one. See what this one looks like. There's 2 beds in each one. I don't remember how parts are supposed to. All the furniture's arranged differently. This one has a huge desk. I like it. Trying to do different things with it. And it is hard to come up with new ideas. There are like so many, only so many ways you could do like the same size room or different ways to organize back here. So this also is like a loop within a loop. A bigger bedroom. with 4 people instead of 2, with the bathroom for the bathroom. Let's just go to the last one and see what that is. Okay, it's a pretty normal one. I actually like the way this one looks. Loops back around here. Let's get one. Okay, these rooms now. So you go in here. You won't have access to the second and third floor from here. You actually have to go hit them. Well, let's go on this side first. On the other second. For last. Here's like a little gamer table. You got some tables you can play cards, and you got a little place to write down, and you got a place with all that good stuff. I'm gonna skip this like I said for right now. I'll show you that last. Okay, so here I'm gonna go over here now. Kitchen. Cook their food. This also leads to the hallway where this is where the bathroom is. This is like 2 stages are the rooms. Some of the rooms actually go in between the 2 stages are for storage. So this is like for food, obviously. You go through storage. Remember what kind of storage? This leads to the desk, huh? What's this lead to? They'll lead to other rooms though. Like this leads to the sort of, and you go through here the other storage room. I think this is the practice weapons, and our one was weapons. This is where the practice room is. Again, no targets because they're under prisoners. Like I said before, it's all still part of the same area though. So that's going through here, going through the other rooms. The desk where you could sit down. Right. This was supposed to be the warden's desk originally, but I guess this should be just a side desk. The dining room. It's the food storage, which I think makes sense. You got some really nice quotes with the candles and a place to sit and eat. But this is more dinners than anything. Let's see. Skip anything? Oh, I already did the training room. Go through here. Here's like a nice little flower room again, but this is where most of them will eat. You got flowers scattered all over the place. Bathroom. And the bathroom goes all the way around. I actually don't want to go that way. I'm going to go through here. Go through the side door here. To the hall. This is the music room. So this is where all the music room. And these are supposed to be like stacked musical instruments. Like this is the same bathroom I went in earlier. This is also where to get rid of their waste disposal. This is all these chests so you can put in the jukeboxes. They're scattered all around. The middle is obvious performances. You can perform on this is supposed to be like the note blocks from before. This is the piano. You got a xylophone. And there's that good stuff. You got some more music stuff back here. This also, and that's where you can see the stand. See there, we'll be watching the performance. So that's where we're gonna go now. We gotta exit this, go through the staircase, and here. Yeah, again, there's rooms to eat. So you don't have any problems. This is the bar area right here. I'm on the side right there. I can show you that in a second though. Of course, you can see the performance right here. This is kind of the same thing again, with the bar area right there and a diner. This is the library's second floor. Somehow, if you jump right here, you get stuck right here. You could actually get stuck, so I designed a way where you can go like this to get out. That's if you survive the fall. There's again the massive this library is. So you can go in between here, between the books. There's still plenty of stuff. And then here's the bathroom. Of course, it has normal stuff, but this also has. You got this to stop it. You got this. Just up and down real quick. And it goes back down. Really cool. Disposal area and play games. Here's the third floor. Mostly the same. You got an area, eating area, and you got some stands where you can watch the. I think some areas would be easier to see it than others. Because the third floor is not really the best for viewing it. Well, here's the third floor of the library. Here's the top. So it's the same as the second floor. And it goes around. Except the bathroom does have something slightly different each time. So this one has a hot tub. And the easily get staircases I used. And here back the upper guards area. Go to the upper area. So upper science from the upper guards area, obviously. By these from this side only. So this is what way that they can keep the guards and scientists separate. So while the scientists may have access to the top secret lab, the guards access to the prison office for them. These are all bedrooms. Oh, this is a storage room. My bad. This is food storage and stuff. And each of these is a bedroom, like in a bathroom in the back with a shower. And each of these will have it. And there's candles right here. And it goes all the way back. And this is the last secret passage room. Just show them at random. I'm not going to go through each one. This one. Again, nothing is really that different. It's just the way that it's a little bit different things in it. So that's where they live. Go to work up here. The key trap doors right here out, so you to area you're not supposed to get in. And meanwhile, they're used for underground. No matter how big the army is, they have to shrink their army to single file line, and you ease the doors and then lock them back so they can't get back in. So you unlock the game. You will be go through all these rooms here. You don't have to go through all that again. This is top science. This is a very top scientist area. So this is where they do their research. Room is kind of. This is where they're giving a speech, like a little speech to them. I have top level scientists and the head scientist. So here's one room example of shower, bathtub, sink, and toilet. I used a different white, red nether brick, and then oak floor, I believe is scientific kind of feel to it, and it's so close to the surface. Feel out of place to use it here. I used a light switch right here. I broke up a pillar and put light switches in it. This is right here. You can tell because it has. Here is. I'll try to use a lectern to make it more usable, but it kind of looks ugly. So this is. You got your own like bookshelves area, all this good stuff. There we go. Cooking. Of course, there's a bathroom in the back right here, and there is a secret passageway that leads. And this will be the final secret passageway to note. Up if the head scientists are the very here, right through the secret passage. They right here, as stated before. I'm not that again, so I'm just here. Room of the underground. So here we go. Hold on. Down here, down these stairs. It's all underground. civilized structure that's underground. But it is like for this type of scientific prison area is going to be the only thing in this. You got the room to start off with. You got these pressure plates which allow you to put on the armor like this. Your laps. Let me go ahead and put them back. This one's the helmet. So I just used dyed leather and did it white to match like a scientific lab thing. It doesn't really look exactly like it, but it's still. Can you imagine all these working together? It looks kind of cool. Here's a little furnace. This is a mouse maze. You can put a mouse in here and it study mice. They can create some super soldiers. So you can go in there, which is kind of cool. In ways. You can actually just get in there this way. I think. Go like this. Now you're in. It's actually kind of cool. That makes it though. So it's more like imagine it working. Clothes racks for the scientist, and show you that working in a minute. These is right here. This is to show you how the rapid fire arrows are developing, and show you how rapid fire arrows. Right here, a vehicle. They're actually making a vehicle out of this. So I'm shooting at the target right here. You close it right here, and this will be the storage of people riding around for the arrows. This looks like if it was basically the basic controls are supposed to whenever you go forward, you pull the turn clockwise. Perfect. And right, it wouldn't work, but track again. I got the arrow part work for distribution, but you could definitely use it for like castle defense. You could back here and all these storage way back here, all the vertical. Okay. This is where they load up their TNT. So again, they're testing more bombs, more destruction. This is why it's top secret. They're developing unfavorable technologies where it's like the cloning animals thing is like really increasing the economy of Cora. This is like the more of their conquest higher sort of side of to Cora. That this turns on the light switch, it turns it off. See? Like that. This will actually turn on the water and lava right there. Supposed to in that side. I don't remember the reason why I had that. They got a bunch of area where they can sit down and eat. They got plenty of lecterns for writing down notes. They got a table where they can discuss things, and this is where all are. They're examining flowers and discoveries will allow you to experiment with getting various things they're testing. This is where they will test the TNT. So it goes right there. Oh, oops. That's not supposed to happen. Doesn't. Ooh. Fix that later. Right now, I guess I have to do that. And put all the TNT in there like this. Okay. That was wasn't supposed to happen. Let's see if it actually works now. It should be more time. I don't know what happened. We'll go rid of this stuff real quick. Lava right there. That's the core. That's Cora's underground. I don't know. It's a really big undertaking, and it took me really slow down the building. This is why I get to other towns. This is because it took me so long to do this. I hope you're talk about Eridar, and after that, it was dependent if I have anything done. But next week I'm starting off on stream. So stay tuned for that. And even if I'll definitely have a game. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.